little thing here is actually a drain, and it separates the farms.
Right.
It used to be one farm.
Right.
Spanish brother and sister, married with children. The children, he went one way, he went the other way. They divided the farm up, so that little gully is now the boundary between the two farms. And the bottom part of our farm is the mangoes. These are Bowen mangoes. All the mangoes we get on the farm, we actually dry and sell.
Right.
So this is certified organic. So you have to have a certification every year. So they check your soil, the water, your fruit, any chemicals, done, you're out.
Really?
This is a dam. We've had some weed in here. We haven't had a very good wet season for a while.
No.
Which means it hasn't flushed the weed out. So we've got to find some organic means of doing it.
Yes, pondweed, yeah.
We've had somebody actually Google up, we've got to get some mollusks and some fish and make our own ecosystem there to make it happen. This is our veggie garden there.
Oh wow.
It's overgrown because Violet's mother used to be our veggie garden person. Wow. But the selfish bitch retired at age 86 and left us stuck without a vegetable garden carer.
Wow.
This is our passion fruit lines. We just pulled the old ones out and we're planting some new ones at the moment.
Wow.
This is a mixture of lemons, mandarins. Mandarins are a problem for us. They're dry. I don't know why they're dry. And we're trying to resolve it, but we're digging some out because we've wasted a lot of time and energy on them. Right. These are Tahitian limes here. This is what Dikey's been picking.
Yeah.
Big tree fell on here yesterday, smashed all these trees up.
Oh, jeez.
Big branch fell right in the middle here, so we had to spend yesterday afternoon chainsawing it up and getting rid of it.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. This is where Dikey's been working.
Okay.
He's working at the top of the farm. So these are Tahitian limes.
Tahitian limes.
Yeah. And you'll be able to see them because they're the most common lime. They're bigger than the smaller. See that lime there?
Yeah.
Yeah. If I can find a decent sized lime.
How many varieties of limes are there?
Oh, that's quite a number. It's like potatoes. You know, in potatoes there's about 400 different, 500, 700 different types of potatoes in the world. See, that's a good sized Tahitian lime there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, bananas as well.
Yeah, we got. This is only for us to eat.
Yes, yeah.
We don't actually sell them. We just consume them ourselves.
Wow.
So really, at the bottom end of the farm, we've got Tahitian limes.
Tahitian.
The market is dropped. We were selling at a good price, but you can see they're dropping on the floor now. They're ripe. So the price isn't so good now. These ones here are a special kind of lime. They're. Have you been to Thailand yet?
No, no.
Okay. This is called a kaffir lime.
Kaffir lime.
So just smell that.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
And you see it's a different shape.
Yeah.
So that's a bit small to be used. But when they get bigger, a bit bigger than that, we can actually sell the limes, but people buy them for that leaf. And they put the leaf in the water and...
like a herbal tea?
No, for cooking, for Thai cooking.
Oh, all right, okay.
It's kaffir lime, lemongrass, the herb coriander, and bird's eye chili.
Wow.
And mix those four together, and then you can make whatever kind of vegetable or meat dish you want with it. That gives the special Thai flavour. Just those four main things. No, I'll show you the other couple here. We haven't got coriander on the farm at the moment. We used to grow a lot of herbs, but we didn't get enough money for it, so we stopped doing it. We asked the market to pay us more. They refused, so we said, get stuffed.
Yeah.
We're going to grow trees, so we put these trees in instead. It's all right, stay there.
Okay.
They tend to use this part of the lemongrass here because it's a bit stronger. Smell that.
Yeah, I had that in Vietnam.
Okay, so that's your lemongrass. What you do is you get these, all those little stems, and tie a big knot in it like that. Chuck it in your water with the kaffir lime leaf. And, hey, Gabby, come on. Good boy. Good boy, good. And here is the chilies that we use.
Okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, so they're, what, chili eye, bird's eye?
Yeah, they're bird's eye chili.
Bird's eye chili, wow.
If you try the tiniest bit of that on your tongue, but don't eat it all because you'll burn your mouth. And we'll have a bit of that tonight in our curry.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Nice.
Come on! We had a German guy on the farm. We got him a job in Karamba along with a Pakistani. So we picked a lot of these and we blended them up and put some vinegar and salt in them. Made a couple of big jars of it, and they took them with them when because they love that hot flavour. I don't know how they can heat it that hot, but they are. So these are back to the Tahitian limes. So I planted those limes first. Then we planted these limes second. Then we planted these limes third. They're all Tahitian. It's a good market lime.
And how old are these plants to get that size? What's the age of these plants?
These are probably about 3 years now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the orange trees are 2 years. These are orange trees I planted around the vegetable garden.
Orange.
These are potatoes. They're called aerial potatoes. And the potatoes that actually grow in the air on a vine, like grapes.
Wow. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, they're quite unusual. You know, what kills a lot of our varieties of fruit and vegetable in the world is Coles and Woolworths, the big corporate body supermarkets. They want to get something that's the same. The cucumbers are the same.
Yeah, we have that in the UK. It's very kind of controlled market.
Everything is, yeah.
Apples need to be a certain size, certain radius, diameter, weight, colour.
Yep, and they do that here in Australia, and they're killing all the fruit and vegetable farmers.
Wow.
And the wastage, because when they go to the farmer, so we want all your cucumbers, but they've all got to be 6 inches, okay? So when he picks them, if they're 7 or 8 inches, he leaves them and they rot on the ground.
God.
And actually when the cucumber gets to be 8 or 9 or 10 inches, it's thick, it's beautiful, it's juicy, it's the best. But not for Coles and Woolworths in there.
Yeah.
These are our grapefruit. We have 2 of yellow, and then we have got 5 of red grapefruit. So inside they're red. They have a red blush on the outside.
Beautiful.
That clearly identifies them. They're sweeter than the yellow grapefruit and are quite popular. And we've got a hell of a lot to pick yet, but we've been busy doing other things. These are the lemons. These are called a Eureka lemon.
Eureka lemon.
Yeah, they're a common type lemon. Ours are different sizes. You know, we get small ones. Sometimes we get a lemons that are going to be that big. But because you're organic, you sell it all.
Yeah.
Except exceptional sizes, because even an organic shop has difficulty selling a lemon per kilo, which is this. So we consume them ourselves. Some of the organic fruiterers around there selling our markets, they'll buy them off us. These are our Kent mangoes. These are the late mangoes. So we pick in December the mangoes down there, and then in January we pick these. These are about this size. They're that heavy they actually hang on the ground. This is where I'm working at the moment, up here, picking lemons.
Awesome.
The market is strong for lemons still. The lime market has dropped off a little bit, and the grapefruit market is steady, but we've gone from 13 workers down to not very many.
Right.
But I got them all a job in the fish factory up in Karamba, that's the bottom of the Gulf, where there's lots of prawns and fishing going on at the moment.
Wow.
I've actually got 10, I've got 11 of them a job.
Wow.
But I got them to be here and stay here 3 days before they went away, because the woman that asked me to get them, I wanted to make sure that I didn't let her down.
Yeah, so you'll try them out, make sure they're reliable and hard workers. Yeah, of course.
And I always check them before I recommend them, and if I don't think they're good enough, I don't recommend them.
Makes sense, yeah?
We had some people ask me if I'd get them a job, and I said no.
Sure.
I said, look, it's not...
Oh, that's a kangaroo, wow.
Yeah, oh, it's a wallaby.
Oh, okay, oh wow.
Yeah.
My first wallaby.
Oh, we got shitloads of wallabies here. We get them everywhere. During the dry season, you'll get 50 or 60 here on the farm in the afternoon.
Wow.
And at night time, if you walk out around the house, you'll see them around the house. And if you're very quiet, you can actually get very close to them.
Wow.
when you walk. It's only when you drive quickly or make a noise or run or move quickly they get frightened.
Wow.
At night they're less frightened than they are during the day.
Okay.
Actually, I don't like them that much on the farm, but because they're annoying, they break little trees like this lemon tree here. They've broken 3 times.
Right.
I should have put some stakes around it, but I thought, oh, it'll be fine at this time. And they broke it again. And they'll actually try to pull mangoes off the ground. This is our property next door, but
Okay.
the farms belong to the next door neighbour. So he asked permission to have his cows eat our grass, which is good, because in an organic situation, you have to have a certain percentage of your land has to be natural land. So that you have an affinity with animals and birds and things. On our farm, everything's alive. We've got snakes and spiders and ants and frogs, toads, birds and bees. We've got everything.
So you've got a full ecosystem itself, haven't you?
Yeah, that's what organic is all about.
Yeah.
And try to minimise waste, because the waste is you'll be talking about with corporate bodies who go to farms and buy stuff. They only buy this size, that red, this weight, nothing else. The rest of the farmer loses.
So how much wastage would you say there is? Like 10%, 5%? What kind of
Where?
quantities are we talking about?
In Australia?
Yeah.
Oh, you could be talking 30, 40, 50% of some of the food.
Seriously?
Coles and Woolworths are killing Australia. Coles and Woolworths are responsible for up to 70 to 80% of everything you buy in Australia.
Wow.
Gambling, alcohol, petrol, food, vegetable, milk, dairy, it goes on. Butchers, bread, they control everything.
Wow.
And they're a bunch of arseholes. That's our beehive behind you on your.
Oh,
So
nice.
we have our own bees. We got 2 beehives.
Yeah.
And you know that some of the chemical farmers here, because we're actually not an organic farm, we're traditional farmers.
Okay.
The ones that use chemicals to apparently expedite their fruit or protect it from being stung to get a better result for their crop are the ones spraying chemicals, and they're creating chemical farming.
Chemical farming.
So they've got to, in the old days back in old England, where I was born, by the way, they used to have fallow fields. So you'd have wheat and barley and corn. This field would be nothing.
Right.
It just grow grass, and that ground recovers, and then the next year they rotate all their crops. So you have one fallow field, but the corn is now in the wheat field, the wheat is in the barley field.
Why do you rotate crop? Is that just to get the soil
It's
rich in nutrients?
Everything that grows in the ground takes different things for different types of fruit and vegetable.
Okay, it's based on the alkali and the kind of
There's
the compost.
tons of stuff. There's C, there's boron, there's the whole list of things that are in our soil that the tree absorbs.
Sure.
And it's got these very tiny feeder roots just under the hay in here that are only this far below the surface. They're like a big spider web. If you dig down and just watch it very carefully, there's lots of tiny little fine spider webs, and that's the feeder roots of the trees and the plants.
Right.
Now that's taking what this tree needs to produce, but this tree will take something different than that tree.
Sure.
And barley will take something different to potatoes, and so on and so on and so forth. So if you look at the fruit and vegetable book, and when you eat a potato, which by the way has a list of so many good things, that's why the Irish were able to survive for centuries on bloody potatoes. So many good things in it. And other things like choco, we grow chocos here. It's a wonderful vegetable. It's got no taste, but there's not real goodness in it. It provides bulk,
Right.
but it's bland tasting. So when we do our soils here, we try to put in what the tree needs. We try to get a balanced soil.
Sure.
A balance in your alkaline and your pH, but a balance in the minerals and the vitamins that the tree needs. And trees need a certain amount of things like silicon and boron to allow the roots to be able to absorb. If you have too much of these things, the free feeder roots can't even take that stuff up into the leaves.
Sure.
To get to the leaves to start the photosynthesis, and so it goes on. So it's not terribly complicated. All you have to do is treat your ground with care, and don't put bloody chemicals on it. You know, it's what we've done. We've destroyed a lot of stuff in the world in the haste to grow things quickly, to make it better, to make it quicker, to make it bigger, to make it heavier. But it's not necessarily making it healthier to eat and consume. And then you add to that the bullshit of our corporate duopoly in Australia of Coles and Woolworths, who are really destroying all small businesses in Australia. You chuck in KFC, McDonald's, Hungry Jack's and places like that have killed all the local small village hamburger shops and things like that. They just go into the town, these guys in suits, the town is 10,000 strong, say, okay, we'll have a KFC, we'll have a McDonald's here, probably put a Subway in here, we'll put a small Coles or a Woolies in here. That'll kill 20 businesses in that town that's been going for 100 years. In 1 week, all these people who've had a lovely family business,
family butchers,
finished.
and
All
tradesmen.
gone. And there's no customer loyalty because, you know, the family says, but what about local Fred? Fred's been the butcher and his grandfather for centuries here. Well, not century because Australia's too young, but, you know, 100 years or something. Customer loyalty says, oh, but Coles have got so much good stuff. So instead of saying, we're not going to go, you can open it up, we're going to support our local, they never do it. They all finish at Coles. Yeah. All finish at McDonald's. They all go to KFC. It's, I don't know what it is with human mentality, but then all you see the shop signs closed. He can't even sell his business. It's gone. You can't sell anything that's not selling.
You'll be undercut as well with the prices if you're trying to do your own thing.
You try to compete, it's impossible because they're going to run 7 days a week. Most local shops used to run 5.5 days a week. Like Sam the butcher, you know, he wants to work and he works hard, and there was some family life. On Saturday afternoon he goes to footy, Sundays have a barbecue with the kids. Then Coles come into town, they take him to court, the butcher takes him to court, and the Coles says, well, if he can't compete, that's his bad luck.